I'm your review guy, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best budget TV for the PS5. And if at any point during the video you guys want to go check out this exact same TV, I put Amazon links down below for the US, UK, and Canada. But let's get into this TV. So since the PS5 cannot do 1440p at 120 Hz, it was very important that I found a TV with HDMI 2.1 in a native 120 Hz panel. So I found that the best budget TV for the PS5 is the NanoCell 85 series. Now I picked this TV because it was very reasonably priced, as well as that it's packed full of next-gen gaming features that you're going to want for the PS5. So without any further ado, let's get into the specs and my personal experience with the LG NanoCell 85 series. Now this TV has 4 HDMI ports, 2 coming out the side and 2 coming out the back. Now the 2 coming out the back are the HDMI 2.1 ports, so there are 2 of them. So even if you wanted to get the Xbox Series X and the PS5, this TV has enough HDMI 2.1 ports for the both of them. So because it has HDMI 2.1, that means you're going to be able to run the PS5 at its full potential of 4K at 120 Hz. Other than the HDMI ports, this TV also has 3 USB, a digital optical audio out, AV in, Ethernet, and a place to attach a cable box or antenna. But with HDMI 2.1 out of the way, as well as the inputs, let's get into picture quality and brightness. Now, due to LG's NanoCell picture technology, this has a great in-game picture, as well as it being very bright for TVs in this price point. The NanoCell technology compares very closely to basically like a QLED panel, so these colors on the screen are going to be vibrant, crisp, and clear. So these games on the PS5 look incredible. They're very vibrant, but not oversaturated and blown out. Also, the NanoCell does battle reflections quite well, so if you do like to game in a room that has a little bit of RGB in it, or you just like to game with a little bit of light with some lamps on, you're not going to have any trouble with those reflections compromising the picture on the screen. On top of this, the NanoCell does also have wide viewing angles, so if you are planning to put this in a room that has wide seating angles, or you're just not always going to be sitting right in front of this TV all the time, the picture is never going to look washed out. It's going to keep its vibrant, crisp image, even if you're looking at the screen a little bit at an angle. Now let's move on to something that isn't going to make a lot of sense in the beginning, but stick with me. Variable refresh rate. So the NanoCell does have FreeSync Premium. So I know that the PS5 does not currently support variable refresh rate, so this is kind of obsolete right now, but the PS5 does have the hardware to support variable refresh rate. So because of this, there is reason to think that this is going to be added later on in an update to the PS5. So because the NanoCell does have a form of variable refresh rate, FreeSync Premium, which aims to eliminate screen tearing in game and thus making a way smoother gaming experience, it's kind of over future-proofing for the console itself. So hopefully in the near future, when variable refresh rate compatibility is added to the PS5, the NanoCell is already going to have a variable refresh rate integrated into the TV, so you're going to be all set. So not only is the NanoCell 85 series a HDMI 2.1 future-proofing TV, it's also kind of future-proofing the PS5 itself. But now let's move on to input lag and response time. So response time is the time it takes from one pixel to change from one color to the next. So this is going to come into play and be very important in transitions from dark scenes to light scenes or vice versa. So if an explosion goes off in game, or you're getting a cutscene that's changing from dark to light, you won't have any blurring going on or any other digital artifacts. So with that being said, the LG NanoCell 85 series has a super fast response time, and on top of that, it does implement black frame insertion, so the minimal motion blur that it has will be cut down even more. So the in-game image that you're going to get on the PS5 is always going to be crisp and clear due to its fast response time. Now, in terms of input lag, it also has a super low input lag, so you're never really going to have to worry about that lag between the controller to the console to the TV. So in terms of response time and input lag, the NanoCell 85 series is a very reliable TV for the PS5. But now let's move on to LG's auto low latency game mode and HGig. Now, unlike some other TVs in this price point, LG's game mode actually does work. I've seen some other TVs that don't actually have much of a difference between being in game mode and being out of game mode. Input lag doesn't really change that much, but when you are in game mode, which is automatically recognized as soon as you launch a game on the PS5, there will instantly be a cut in the input lag, so it's going to be super low, like I said before, and you're never going to have to worry about the lag between the controller and the TV. So LG's Game Mode does a great job of shutting down the internal processes that aren't needed for gaming viewing experience. The NanoCell has a bright, fast, and smooth gaming experience, and LG has also implemented HGIG for a better HDR gaming viewing experience. Now, the best way that I can kind of describe HGIG is it's kind of like a standard for displaying HDR gaming content on TVs. It aims to make sure that white details aren't blown out and lost on the TV screen, as well as making sure that black details don't blend together and get lost while you're in game. Because obviously if this were to happen, some gamers might have an advantage over the other because they could see things that you couldn't see. So I really appreciate that LG implemented HGIG into their TV while they were creating the NanoCell. So in terms of the HDR gaming viewing experience for the PS5, the NanoCell really impressed me. The in-game picture is very balanced and you can clearly see those white details as well as those dark details. So I highly recommend the NanoCell 85 series for HDR gaming for the PS5. But now let's move into VESA mounting and the build quality / look of this TV. So the 65-inch that I have is compatible with a 300 by 300 millimeter VESA mount. For other sizes, if you want to know the VESA mount, Amazon does have them listed, I'm pretty sure. And if they don't, go to the frequently asked questions section on Amazon, and that should tell you as well. And in terms of the appearance of the LG NanoCell, it is a very sleek and slim looking design, very small bezel, which makes it look very futuristic, and their stands look good too. The feet that make up the stand for this TV are very supportive and also do a great job of keeping the cohesive look of the minimalistic design. And some other things to note about the NanoCell is it does have great mimicking surround sound audio quality in terms of an internal TV speaker. LG's speakers really impressed me in terms of audio quality. I think they have the best in the game in terms of the other companies. Just something about that technology that they put into their speakers and the programming. It does a great job of mimicking the surround sound as much as it can, since they are only internal TV speakers. As well as that, LG's operating system and remote are very smooth and easy to use. LG's Magic Remote also does have a voice control feature, so if you want to tell it to open a certain HDMI or just move to Netflix or Disney Plus or another streaming app when you're not gaming, it is super easy to do. So the NanoCell 85 series was really built for next-gen console gaming in mind, especially for the PS5. It overachieves for the PS5. It has variable refresh rate when the PS5 doesn't even have variable refresh rate yet. It has that much needed HDMI 2.1 and native 120 Hz panel, as well as low input lag, great response time, and bright, vivid colors from LG's NanoCell technology. So I would highly recommend the NanoCell 85 series for the PS5. It's going to have all the features you're ever going to need for the PS5, even if it gets that update to support variable refresh rate. So if you do want to go check out the NanoCell 85 series, I put Amazon links down below for the US, UK, and Canada. But I really hope this video helped you guys out and narrow down which TV you want just a little bit more for that PS5. Again, highly recommend the NanoCell 85 series. It has everything that I think you'd need to have a great time on the PS5. But if this video did help you out, I'd really love if you hit that like button or that subscribe button. But I was your review guide, and I'll see you in the next video.